Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is your England versus Slovakia preview for the last 16 of Euro 2024. That game is taking place tomorrow. I will be sure to give you guys a review immediately after it's done. So make sure you guys are going to be here for that. And on top of that, you are getting a double upload today. We are going to go through all the club news and the club football stuff, Chelsea obviously included, later on. So make sure you're subscribed. Be there tonight. There's already been rumours about Isak, even Gordon, Newcastle in financial trouble, as well as other links and whatnot. So we'll get into all of that later on. But let's get back to the topic that makes us pull our hair out, which is Gareth Southgate and England. Listen, I have one thing to say about Gareth Southgate. You are the luckiest SOB on the face of the earth, my friend. You have more lives than a cat. How you get away with this, I don't know. But when you look at England's draw, and we're in the last 16, it's just incredible the way that this has panned out, right? Because if we are to look at the Euro 2024 knockout stage and the way that it's all been set up, I'm going to get it up here on screen for me to make reference to. That way I know exactly who plays who. But we have been put, right, on the side of a draw, which is just fantastic. When you're looking at all the teams that are involved, we look, it happened to England in 2018 in the World Cup. It happened again in 2021 when we played at home in the Euros and we lost the final to Italy. But we got to the semi and we got to the final in the Euros. Why? Because we had easy routes there. You can only play who's in front of you. And we did well against those teams. But we did have it easy. Let's remember this in the World Cup and in the Euros. And guess what? We've got it again. We've got it again. Gareth Southgate, like I said, you got more lives than a cat, my friend. You still have an opportunity to make this right. Yeah, you've gotten away with murder by playing the England team in the way that they've been playing in the group stage, which was absolutely non-existent. And yet we topped the group and we find ourselves in a last 16 game against Slovakia. And who do we play if we were to get to the quarterfinal? Switzerland or Italy, right? That's not easy. But it could be worse. If we were to beat Switzerland or Italy, we would then play one of Romania, Netherlands, Austria or Turkey. And that would be the semi-final. That would be the semi. If we get to the final, we would then be playing one of Spain, Georgia, Germany, Denmark, Portugal, Slovenia, France or Belgium. I mean, it's ridiculous. We've got it good again. So Gareth Southgate, listen. What you've done up until now has been an absolute shambles. And it's not worked. Please, 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 for all the love of that is holy and mighty, please, please, can you get this England team playing and set up in the way that's going to suit them, that every single Tom, Dick and Harry can see, so far, except yourself. Please get this England team off their flipping handcuffs. Get it off, right? Get them let loose and let them go and play the football that they can play. Might I add, with the players that need to be on the pitch. Now, when we talk about team selection, it seems like it's very easy for people to say, oh, that's just, take this player off and put that player on and put that player on and take that player off and just change like 5 or 6 of them. There's no need. There's no need to change 5 or 6 of them. These are not rubbish players. I would change a couple. Max. Everyone else is good enough. Everyone else, I'll repeat, is good enough. It's the system that's killing this team. The system has been killing these players and making them look average and making them look non-existent and making players take too many touches on the ball. The spaces are too large. No one's tight or close together. No one's helping each other. But of course players are going to like Declan Rice. Declan Rice gets hold of the ball, right? And he's like, and then he moves the ball this way. And then he moves it back this way. And then sometimes he goes backwards. Or he's like, do I engage? Do I not? Meanwhile, the opposition are closing down on him, putting pressure on him. He's got no one to pass to. And then he looks rubbish when he makes a dodgy decision. That's not because of Deckers. And it's not because of Bellingham either. People are saying Bellingham looks rubbish. It's not him. It's not him, brother. Look at him at Madrid with Carlo. It's a different situation. Much like many of these players, mate, we make Saka look average, right? We make Harry Kane look like he doesn't exist. You know, if you play in a way that accommodates all of these attacking players, trust me, they're all going to be clicking. I don't get why Gareth Southgate is so scared. I can make an argument for Southgate being a bit scared if this was 2018, if this was 2021. We all know this is your last tournament. After this, you're gone. You're not staying. What have you got to lose, my friend? If you were to get knocked out now or in the final, what do you have to lose? Nothing. You don't. Let these players off their shackles. Take it all off. Let them go. And let's play the football that we know this team can play, man. And I honestly believe that if we do that, we're winning the Euros. If we do that, we are winning the Euros. As long as we don't do that, we ain't winning anything. And everyone can see it. Everyone can see it. Whether it's you, me, pundits, ex-footballers, everyone saying the same thing, except Gareth Southgate. So, we've got to play Slovakia. Yeah? And we've got a quarter if we manage to get past Slovakia, which I expect us to. Then we got a quarters against Switzerland or Italy. And like I mentioned, the path to the final is right there, man. It's really right there. It's incredible. We've done it again. But change the way that this team plays, and I honestly believe that we are getting there. We don't, I reckon we get knocked out to Switzerland or Italy. I reckon we'll get past Slovakia. Now, what would I do? We have a dilemma, right? We have a dilemma because all the players that are in this squad can't play at the same time, right? So when we're talking about people are like, okay, play Mainu next to Rice. Oh, but tuck Bellingham deeper. But we got to play Foden down the middle. But we got to have Palmer on the pitch. But we got to play Saka. We can't drop him. But we got to play Gordon on the left. But we got to play Watkins. It's too much. You can't get all of them on the pitch at the same time. This is the point, right? But it just goes to show how much attacking power this team actually has. It's ridiculous. So, what do we do? Now, I would make a couple of changes, a couple of tweaks. The two names that I believe should be on this pitch, right? Now, at the expense of maybe one, and I'll mention this when I'm giving you my starting 11 because it's a dilemma. You can't fit everyone in, and I'll explain this. But I think there is one part of the pitch that needs amending immediately, and I'll explain how. So, without further ado, let's get into my starting 11. I'll put it on screen for you. I am sticking with the 11 that I said should have played in the last game, right? I've got a couple of things to say. Firstly, at left back, I wouldn't be against Luke Shaw. But we still actually... Do we have indication as to... Is he fit? Is he ready? Is he not? Like, we don't actually know if he's, like, fully fit yet. I wouldn't be against Luke Shaw. If Luke Shaw's fit, right, you can change Trippier... right there. Trippier for Luke Shaw if you want. But the back four isn't the worst thing, right? The back four, I reckon, has enough there to be able to deal with circumstances. I do want to say Mark Gurr, he's playing very, very well. Very, very well. But the way that we are set up puts way too much pressure on this England defence when in reality the attack should be compensating for the defence. The amount that we have the ball and the amount of chances we should be creating and the amount of times we should be putting the opponent to the sword should alleviate pressure from our defence. But we put them under way too much pressure and we leave way too many holes and it creates too many chances. How we actually don't concede much, I don't know. The opposition are just not good enough. But that's the back four for me. Kyle Walker, I would stick with. Some people would say bring Trent on. Look, I'd bring Trent on if we're struggling even more, right? And play him at right back and allow him to invert. But there needs to be balance. We can't go all complete attacking. Like the defence needs some balance. So leave Kyle Walker there. Now the midfield, look, this setup is very easy. 5 defensive players, 5 attacking players. balance. And one of those attacking players can compensate to help Declan Rice, and that's Jude Bellingham. Play Jude Bellingham deeper, a little deeper, not as a 10, right? Because him playing as a 10 and us not playing in an attacking manner, it's throwing so much in the bin. You're throwing so much in the bin here. I would play Foden, who's had a third child, by the way. Congrats to Foden. He flew out back to the UK and back again. He is with the squad. So congrats to Foden on his new baby. But Declan Rice, allow Bellingham to come next to him, but allow Bellingham to push forward and almost create himself as an alternative option to Phil Foden. Someone who is an 8, a box-to-box midfielder, someone that's going to go from one end of the pitch to the other. Declan Rice doesn't have to. Let Declan Rice sit. What the problem Declan Rice is facing is that he's got no one to link with when he's on the ball. Allow Bellingham to be that guy. Why does Bellingham need to be so far away? Allow Bellingham to come deep, combined with Declan Rice. Bellingham has the ability, the dribbling ability, the technicality, the agility. He has the ability to carry the ball. He does. So allow him to do that. Let him come deep. Let him collect the ball of Declan Rice. It gives Rice an option to pass to someone close to him. And let Bellingham do a little bit of the hard work moving the ball forward. Now, if we do that, he has Foden to combine with in the next phase. It's obvious. This should be pretty self-explanatory. And we got wingers on either side. And I would go with, look, Rice, Bellingham, Foden in the 10. Palmer on the right, Gordon on the left. Now, this means Saka's not playing. Now, this is where we got a dilemma. This is why I'm saying you can't play everybody. I want Foden in the 10. I want Foden in that 10, which means I want Palmer on the right, and it means Saka can't play. Now, there was something stupid saying Saka might be playing left back. If we see Saka playing left back tomorrow, I am done. I am done. I am officially finished. I would not expect anything more from this tournament. For me, it would be case closed. What are we doing? What are we doing? So, listen, we'll see what happens. But Saka on the right-hand side, I wouldn't be against, but then it would mean that you'd have to pick between Palmer and Foden in the 10. And for me, Palmer needs to be starting, man. You see the contribution Palmer made just as he came on. He was playing 20 minutes, and look what happened. Right? And I want to say Gordon has to be on the left because he applies the same trouble on that left-hand side. He just does. So I would be doing this. I honestly would. And up top, look, Harry Kane, for me, has to start. I don't blame Harry Kane. People saying Harry Kane's rubbish. He's not rubbish, man. Flipping, come on. It's Harry Kane. Let's be real. But we're playing defensively, guys. The ball's not getting to him. Now, is he as dynamic as an Ollie Watkins, for example? No. But you have much more certainty when you have the ball at Harry Kane's feet. We don't get the ball to his feet. He has to come deep, and he's just not... Firstly, he's not got the age or the legs to be able to come deep and move forward all the time. But if you have an attacking brand that you're playing, an attacking manner, and everyone is moving the ball to the final third and he's got options, then you brought the game to Harry Kane. Now you've got Harry Kane at his strongest. We don't do that. That's the solution for Harry Kane here. So I'm sticking with Harry Kane. However, what I will say is, of course, Ollie Watkins... If we see in any sort of way that Harry Kane is struggling, obviously replace him and put Ollie Watkins in, no problem. But for me, what I'm saying needs to happen is what I don't believe is going to happen. And I think we're going to end up with the same team, the same struggles. In fact, there's a rumour that Mainu is going to be starting instead of Gallagher. So listen, Southgate doesn't learn from his flipping mistakes. We decided to play Trent. He decided to play Trent. And then he threw him under the bus. So he put Gallagher on for one game, and then he threw Gallagher under the bus, and now he's going to play Mainu next to Rice, but the setup is going to remain the same. This guy is insane. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're expecting a different result. You are therefore insane. That's the definition, right? So he's going to throw Mainu under the bus. The problem's not the players. It's the system. Change the system, man. Please, Gareth. What are you doing? I'm pleading here, man, but you guys get it. You guys get it. I've seen you in the comments. You get it. Other YouTubers get it. Other pundits get it. Other ex-footballers get it. Everyone else gets it. Non-English people get it. We all get it. Except this guy, Gareth Southgate. You're going to take the title of this guy, man. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove it from Lukaku, and I'm going to give it to Southgate. But that is my starting 11. Now, let me know your starting 11s in the comment section below. My prediction for tomorrow, Slovakia. I am going to go with... England 2, Slovakia. I want to say 0, but I'm not that confident. I'm going to go 2-1. 2-1. Because we just know England are going to shit out it. Again, and look, I'm going 2-1 England. So that's my score prediction. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Much appreciated. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And I will catch all of you later on tonight, right, for the latest on club football. And we'll also bear in mind what has happened at the Euros. So we'll see what happens tonight. I'll see all of you then. Thank you so much, people. Have a good one. See you tonight. Take care and peace.